Malik, my question is that obviously you guys are gonna go up to Ole Miss on September 26th, but there will be some college football played beforehand, and that'll be televised and whatnot. So, are you and maybe some of your teammates gonna watch those games to kind of see what college football is gonna look like during this COVID time, or are you just gonna completely focus on September 26th and be ready for whatever greets you there?
We're definitely going to be watching, just because our love for the game. We'll be watching, but the main thing is just be focused and ready for game day.
Hey.
All right, we'll go to Nick Delatorre.
Hey, Malik. Dan recently, when talking about you, said that you look like the Malik that when he first got here before your injuries. Can you just tell me about maybe where you were mindset-wise coming back from a couple injuries, and was it just not maybe trusting, the foot or the knee, and kind of how you've grown and where you are now?
I think the main thing coming back from injuries and the injuries that I had is just being able to come back and being comfortable and trusting that you're okay. And now that I got a whole off season with Coach Sav, this is my first real off season with Coach Savage being not injured. So now that I got that whole off season with Coach Savage, then I definitely feel more comfortable and stronger.
What was it hard for you? What was it like? I guess kind of last year, kind of watching P. Ryan and watching the other guys.
It's definitely hard.
Not being able to do it for yourself, not being able to be out there.
It's definitely hard as a competitor and being just someone who has a lot of love for the game. It's definitely something that was tough for me, but I just kept my head down, kept working, and everything just turned out just how it's supposed to be.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll go to David Waters and then to Edgar.
Malik, Coach Mullen also mentioned about how you've become a better pass catcher out of the backfield, and what with P. Ryan and what he did the last couple of years out of that position, and maybe even playing, a little bit of wide receiver. Is that something you wanted to incorporate in your game and something you've really always been able to do?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that was something I was always able to bring to the table. And with my injuries, just the way I play and the type of moves that I make, it was kind of hard for me to go out there and make those moves and make those plays. But now that I'm 100% and comfortable and healthy, it's easy for me. It's easy for me to go out there and make those plays. Like, they know I can.
Thank you.
All right, Edgar.
Yeah, Malik, good to see you. First off, how much weight have you put on? You look like you've thickened up there.
I'm around 205 right now.
So what, about 10 pounds?
Yeah, I would say.
Just how determined are you coming into this year? I mean, you've kind of been not kind of forgotten, to be honest. I mean, that freshman year, you jumped out. You were really like one of the bright spots in a bad season, and then kind of have been in the shadows for a couple years.
That's fine. I love it. Let them forget. I like it.
Well, how determined does it make you? I mean, do you feel like that's the case?
Yeah, definitely. When people go down with injuries, people tend to forget. That's just sports. That's how things go. So I'm ready to refresh in their memory.
Nice. Thanks.
All right, we'll go to Cassidy now.
Hey, Malik. What does the Florida Gator running back unit look like without LaMichael P. Ryan?
P. Ryan is a great football player. Let me say that first off. He brings a lot to the table, but so do we. So, I don't think we're going to miss a beat. I think me, Pierce, and the other guys will do a great job this year.
Who have you and Pierce kind of been splitting that lead cowbell role, I guess you would say, or how has that gone in practice?
All of us been getting reps. So, everyone's been getting reps. So it's just like there's no me and him splitting, or everyone's just been getting reps during camp. And the coaches being able to evaluate and see who they want on the field with certain situations.
And then you said, let them forget, you like that. Does that kind of factor into your mindset just as you get ready for the season, though?
Yeah, definitely. Hearing that and just thinking about, people forgetting, it gives me chills. It pumps me up.
Good chills?
Yes.
Thanks, Malik.
All right, we'll go to Zach Abolverdi.
Hey, what's up, Malik? Just wanted to ask you, Stone just talked about you guys being disciplined during this offseason with COVID, and he said a lot of it he felt like is you guys just know what you're capable of doing this season. Can you just speak to that and how you guys and kind of the leadership on this team has made that happen?
Yeah, definitely. We're very, like I said, we're very determined, and we know what we have, and we know what we have, what we have around each other, and what we're trying to build. So, going out there every day and working hard, we know that we can't cost and just slip up and allow, things to get out of hand. Other places and other teams with outbreaks, and we see that. And our main thing is try not to allow that to happen here. So, we're trying to do everything we can to stay around each other, stay out of big groups, and just try to stay safe so we can play out a full season.
Thanks, Malik.
All right, we'll go to Thomas Galkamp.
Yeah, Malik, it's not exactly a secret that the offensive line kind of struggled last year opening holes for you guys. What are you seeing now that those guys have another year under their belts in terms of, the space they're giving you to run?
I definitely see a huge difference. Those guys have worked extremely hard, even in practice and scrimmages. Even the coaches, we sit and watch film, and we're like, wow, we didn't have to do nothing on that play. We just got the ball and ran. And that's a great feeling for a running back when you just could get the ball and run and not have to make anyone miss.
All right, we'll have Edgar finish us off here.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I pumped you up, man. I wasn't trying to be rude saying you've been forgotten there. I hadn't forgotten about you, man. But your pass catching skills, I know Dave touched on it a bit, but how much pride do you take in that? How much work do you put into that? I mean, that's an element that you kind of brought a little bit your first year, but that you feel like you can bring as kind of a change-up guy there.
Yeah, definitely. This off season, and even with last season, even though I always make sure I got extra work in, just working on your hands, just because the game is evolving, and you want to be a player that's on the field a lot. You need to know how to catch, pass pro, and they know I can run the ball. So you got to be able to separate yourself. So that's where the catching and being able to run routes come in.
Great. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Malik. Appreciate it.
Thank you.